Welcome to the Animal Liberation March 2023. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to put boots on the ground in defense of animals. Today, we celebrate a shared commitment to a cause that transcends culture, language, and borders: animal rights. And we are here because we realize that with the staggering number of animals exploited yearly, even just one animal's life and well-being matters. 88,000 animals have been killed on land since I began speaking to you. But even just one animal matters. My name is Alissa White-Gluz, and thank you so much for being here today. I'm a professional metal singer, and I perform across the globe hundreds of shows per year with my band Arch Enemy. Thank you. There are not many women in metal, so I am one of the few, and as a result, I experience the music industry in an exceptionally nuanced way. I am face to face with thousands of new people every day while I'm on tour, so even though my job is to entertain, my work has me constantly dissecting societal norms, analyzing the ebb and flow of interpersonal relationships, and examining the human psyche. So I want to share with you a few things I've noticed. First off, how many of you are vegan? That is beautiful. Well, as vegans, we are sworn witnesses to some of the worst atrocities humankind can commit, and it can be overwhelming. So today is the day to let all of that out. I hope it will be as cathartic for you as it is important for animals. I am what would now be referred to as an OG vegan, and although I regularly get told to shut up about it, I have never and will never be quiet about animal rights. I was lucky enough to be raised in a vegetarian household. Thank you, Mom. And so I was never forced to eat meat, and I've now been vegan for almost 25 years. Much like the music industry, the food industry is wrought with corruption, and it's hyper-dependent on consumer interest. Both can feel hopeless sometimes. 350,000 animals have been killed since I began speaking. Nevertheless, it's inspiring to see how far we've come as the vegan movement gains momentum. Each of us contributes to a ripple effect that extends far beyond our inner circles, as evidenced every time a company drops fur, stops testing on animals, or creates a plant-based alternative, for example. And you know what? Listen to this. Behavioral scientists at Rethink Priorities just conducted a study on what influences people to go vegan. You know what was found to be the most effective influence? Animal interaction. Pets, non-pets, farmed animals, hanging out with animals is the main reason people go vegan. So people are already vegan in their beliefs. If your instinct is to help animals, you're normal. So why is it that when we honor that instinct with our food and fashion choices, we are considered not normal? I'd also like to highlight the other highest ranked form of activism: personal conversation. It's working. Don't stop. Global dairy consumption is trending downward, but there are also some troubling recent statistics. A Gallup poll showed that the number of vegans in the USA has dropped by 2% over the past 5 years. By 2050, the UN FAO predicts that the global consumption of animal products will be at 166% of what it was a decade ago. Why? Is the trendiness of oat milk responsible for a downturn in dairy demand? Or is the cause more along the lines of the prevalence of lactose intolerance? Are viral YouTubers dishing out dangerous dietary advice responsible for proliferating the carnivore diet? Or is meat consumption increasing because beef is still in bed with the government? The US government does give $38 billion taxpayer dollars to meat and dairy every year, but only $17 million, that's 0.04%, to fruits and veggies. I know, that's very frustrating. Meat is a very problematic, dangerous, unregulated luxury item. 700,000 animals have been killed for it since I began speaking to you. The NIH suggests a multifactorial cause, that global meat consumption is influenced by growing prosperity and population, but also disease outbreaks, natural disasters, and shifting consumer interests. So why am I saying all of this to you, to a group of vegans? You already know all the reasons for veganism, all the arguments against it that we've been effectively countering for decades. Look, I have a unique perspective of someone who has been physically seeking out vegan communities in 5 continents since the 90s. I have a fantastic fan base spanning many cultures and age groups, and I'm extremely thankful for that. But they follow my work because they enjoy my music, not necessarily because they're interested in veganism. So as a result, I've become really tuned in to how people react to veganism in different ways. People can be extremely defensive about food. It's in our nature. We grow deeply attached to and associate our food rituals with family, home, health, socializing, pleasure. As long as consumers dictate industry, consumers deserve to be informed and armed with the truth about their purchases. So we have to stay united in this cause. I've been seeing a lot of infighting recently, but we're all on the same team. What I really want is whatever is going to save the most amount of animals the fastest. There is no right way or wrong way to defend animals when 875,000 have been killed on land since I began speaking to you. To those of you who are not yet vegan, we extend a warm invitation to you. Our strength lies in our proficiency in building bridges rather than walls. We bring a diverse set of skills and excel in various career paths, and that enables us to tackle animal abuse from all angles. There are moments of exhaustion, of questioning whether our efforts are making a difference, but we are part of a marathon, not a sprint. And today we can all connect with like-minded people and celebrate small victories and recharge. So for everything you bring to this movement, I thank you. The planet thanks you, and the animals thank you. And since I began speaking, each of you are responsible for saving 990 gallons of water, 27 square feet of forest, 18 pounds of CO2, and 1 animal life. Now let's all let New York know that animals do have a voice, and it is loud!